And hallelujah. Can you hear me tonight? Let me know down below if you can hear me, because then we got 50% of this little show going. But first of all, you need to tell me, how are you lovely, lovely, sexy looking people doing today? All five of you. This is unbelievable, unbelievable. Anyway, what can we say? I mean, the times are not good, right? So we got interest rate hike, 75 basis points. Today, it got officially confirmed that the US economy is officially in a recession. But what do we see? What do we see? We see the markets going to the moon.
One-way ticket to the blue.
You know, the markets, they have their way of doing things that don't always make sense. That's why I like to refer to this a little bit as a circus. The market usually, right after these economic figures they come out, they tend to do the opposite, right? I mean, it was, if you want to look at it, a 75 basis point increase, a confirmed recession. And then if you believe a little bit like I do that the economic figures, they are a little bit manipulated. Let's say they have, they make them a little nicer than they are. I actually do believe that the global economy is in a worse shape than what we are seeing. So if you take that together, you would assume that things would go down. But hey, no, everything is mighty fine and we are going up. Anyway, that's what happened. I'm not going to spend too much time on those economic data because I'm sure you have gotten them from right, left, and center. So we are going to go and look a little bit at crypto news. I am going to point out some geopolitical tensions that are they're still here. They're still here. And I think we need to pay attention to them. And we're going to do it quick, and then and that's it. But I think we need to get started. And I think it goes a little something like this. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps. And in case you're new to this channel, you want to stay on top of the crypto world, but then please hit like, smash subscribe, so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos, so that you can protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. My name is Nico Arachi, and I'm the host of this sexy looking show.
This dance ain't for everybody. Only the sexy people.
Only the sexy people. And us sexy looking people, let's go in and look at. Now, obviously, it's been 2 days with what much more that one could anticipate. I think today we're just looking at the 15-minute chart to see, as always, that the 4 big one, Bitcoin is up 5.6%, almost at 24,000. Was it 24,199? It was the high of the day, right? I know that many believe it has to stay above that in order to continue the positive trend. We got Ethereum up 8.38% at 1,743. Cardano at 51%. Yeah, I think Cardano, we have to wait until that is really going to launch, right? And Polkadot, the Web 3.0, we're going to talk a little bit about decentralized storage because that seems to be the flavor of venture capitalists. And Polkadot is up 8.36%. Not bad, not bad. I mean, I'm sure you guys, you know how to, go and get the information that you need. That's why I like to do it a little bit different. We're looking here we're looking at the weekly chart with the 7-day moving average. And the 7-day moving average is this orange line here. And I have pointed it out many times, right? And we broke above it here on Sunday. Now you can see here, we went down, we kissed it, and now we are above it. I don't know. It's hard for me to say. My tendency to believe is that tomorrow is Friday. It's option expiry date for Bitcoin futures. And I think that it can be a volatile day. I don't know. I really don't know. It's short term. It's hard for me to say. But we have broken through the 7-day moving average. Let's see, at least I would assume, based on this year, positive territory as long as we stay above. But let's go and look at Ethereum first here. Ethereum has really also broken against the weekly and the 7-day moving average, really broken through. I do see, I don't know. Remember, I'm not a short-term trader, but my tendency is to believe that it could turn around. But this is just a feeling. It's just a feeling. I would also, however, say that I want to show you this, I did take some profit today. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but with synthetics. Now, you know that we've been averaging in, and especially with today at around 4.3 4.3 was able to offload a little bit of a little bit more of Kitty's synthetics portfolio. Made more very good results on that. So is it too early in the long term? For sure, that's 100%. But you know, yeah, it was good to make a little bit of a profit in a bear market, as we have seen. So but again, I'm really not sure. Long term, I think all the fundamentals are there for cryptocurrencies, for the blockchain, but geopolitical, macroeconomic figures are not really there. So let's quickly look here. Across the board, it's green. I mean, it's been nice, right? It is nice. It is nice to see how the market is up, and but it's all and again, it goes to show how, let's say, explosive and volatile, especially the cryptocurrency market is, right? Now, I think we need to pay attention to Bitcoin Cash. I think Bitcoin Cash is going to be once we're going to really see mainstream adoption, once we're going to see the launch of the Web 3.0, I think Bitcoin Cash is going to play a much bigger role than many people anticipate. Just remember, everything I say and do here is not financial advice. You need to do your own advice, right? And I do mine, because in the end of the day, I don't know shit about crypto. So we got that. What else do we have here? I mean, it's really across the board. We're going to look a little bit. I'm going to mention them now. So because decentralized storage, right? I have said this many times. I really think that this is going to pick up. And there was a good article today on Cointelegraph. Filecoin, decentralized storage, right? Now another thing, obviously, Aave. You know I love DeFi, and I think they are the first ones really to take off. Was it a good thing to take profit in synthetics today? I don't know. But let me just see here. Maker, you can see it's been a good day for DeFi. Maker up 12%. Of course, Thorchain, Rune, I mean, down 4% over 7 days, but 10% up in the past 24 hours. Curve, I mean, it's really been a good day for DeFi, right? 17% for Curve. And synthetics 25%. That's why I thought it was a good time. I also want to point out that when it came to synthetics, I made sometimes, I don't know if you use Uniswap, but I often find that you can get better pricing if you actually offload or buy on centralized exchanges such as Binance. So I stake my synthetics obviously on the synthetics platform or DApp, but sold them on Binance and got a much better price than if I would have sold them on Uniswap. 14%, 1inch. Remember, 1inch I think is a lovely coin, decentralized aggregator, an aggregator of decentralized exchanges. Also has a huge future as we're going to see this market blow up. Live peer 42%. I mean, that's lovely, right? Remember, Live Peer, it has been one of our holdings since last year. We did take some profit there, of course, but we are still holding. And Live Peer is basically the infrastructure. It's the decentralized infrastructure for video streaming, and that's gonna be massive, right? Because everybody's gonna want to stream, especially when we're gonna see the monkeypox, another lockdown, right? Here. Yeah, so Store.J is another decentralized coin that we highly love. Storage, Store.J, and Seer coin, another decentralized. And so we can see that today it's been pretty much. It's also nice to see Chromia up 15%, and that's about that. I think. Let me just scroll here. Energy Web Token up 13%. They really need to take off. Remember the largest energy protocol. Barnbridge has been up and down. It's been a very volatile time for Barnbridge. That's also why I wrote in the Telegram group that we were around 14. I said we're taking some profit for Kitty. And then it went actually up to 21. But now it's down at 10. It's very hard also to this timing short term, I don't know, momentum trading is always difficult. But when Let's just have a look at Barnbridge maybe. But I do believe that the Barnbridge has a lot of potential for the future. So we can see down here, so maybe just look at this, right? It went down from $3 all the way up to $22. So we took some profit around 14 and now it's at 10. And it tends to have a lot of sudden volatility, and which we have also seen in the past. You might not see it so great here. Also, as we have seen with what's it called? Kertasi. Anyway, I have to point that out in another video. But keep your eyes open for Barnbridge. I think that's good. Okay, so Kavura is nice. Decentry. I mean, Litentry, we've talked about that also before. Today we're going to talk about a little bit about decentralized storage, but remember, digital identity on the blockchain. Decentralized storage and digital identity on the blockchain are two major components that we need in order, or that will be very much needed in order for the Web 3.0 really to take off. So that's about it. Now let's go and see how you lovely, sexy looking people are doing and what you've been up to. Maybe you're even up for a little chit chat. So, there we go. Cryptostan is here. Hello, Team Nico, and Cherry is also here, and Betty. Galileo, how are you doing? Should have listened to you and go all in when you mentioned it. I don't know. Did I ever say we should go all in? Ah, man, I don't say that. I say we average in. But thank you. Jay Dobbs is here. My Rubik stays cubic. That's good to hear. Steve Perk say expect a big dump. I kind of tend. My feeling is with Steve. It is. It really is. What do you say, Windrush? Good evening and good morning, Crypto Charlie. I like that name. Crypto Charlie and Crypto Stan. That's good names. Who else do we have? We got Kalito. And we got Sharma. Yes, sir. Sound check. Very good. I'm all in. I'm the all in boy. Yeah. That's also good. All in is important. Anyway, guys, let's go in and jump into the news. There are news across the board. As I said, I don't want to bore you with the more GDP figures and so on. I'm sure you had more than what you needed there. So I want to actually jump right into some cryptocurrency news because we speak too little about cryptocurrencies these days. So there was this article, and you can still find it. It's fresh on Cointelegraph. Decentralized storage providers power the Web 3.0 economy, proving to be the backbone of the Web 3.0. And I think they have been completely, let's say, overlooked, not really gotten the attention, and that's good. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing, right? Because that now it's not too late. It's really not too late. So just some quick let's say facts around it. So recent findings show that the Web 3.0 market was estimated to be worth, and this is interesting, 2.9 billion last year. Right, so last year they were estimating that the Web 3.0 market could be worth around 2.9 billion. However, this number is expected to reach 23.3 billion by 2028. Now that's some great growth potential, right? And that is where we're going to ultimately be able to make the 100x, right? Because we are early. So allow me to congratulate you. Web 3.0 is also capturing the interest of venture capitalists. This came from, as I said, Cointelegraph. And so venture capitalists have found this sector to be the most sought after investment deal in 2022. Telling you guys, it's coming. The rise of Web 3.0 has also resulted in the need for decentralized storage solutions, which will ultimately allow users to archive, retrieve, and maintain their own data. And then there was from Huobi Research Institute further showed that increasing global storage data volume will elevate the cost of security and high power consumption, which will fuel the trend toward decentralized storage. So basically, what this report states is that world storage system demand has progressed from remote storage to instant cloud storage. And now blockchain decentralized storage, which we shall all call Web3 storage. So maybe just to go in, and I like to look at this, where you can see from the all-time highs. And we can see how much down they still are. Let's just so where do we have them here? We got Filecoin, right? Filecoin is, oh, you cannot see, sorry guys. So we can see Filecoin down 97, still down, yeah, a little bigger here. Filecoin down 97% from, oh, that's too big. Always has to be a little bit of, technical issues here. Otherwise, it wouldn't be me. Right, yeah, that's just how that goes. Here we go. I hope you can see it still. Not really, maybe, but, so Filecoin here down 97%. Let me open it up. I can't. I can just tell you. So Filecoin is down 97% from its all-time high, which would still result in a profit if it should go back to its previous all-time high of 3,840%. Now that's pretty impressive if it would, and I do believe that there's a good chance of that. The other one, there are 4 coins I wanted to talk about when it comes. Arweave, right? Arweave is another great decentralized storage protocol, especially focused, within the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystem. Is down 84% from its all-time high, which would potential gains of 530% if it should go to its all-time high. But you can hear the difference. If Filecoin is going to reach its all-time high, it would be, what is it, 3,000? And if Arweave would go, it would only be 530. So I think the best thing to do, as we have done when it comes to decentralized storage, is simply to diversify in all of them. There are 2 other ones that I want to. StoreJ is down 82% from its all-time high, which would result, should it go to its all-time high, 460% gain. And then there's Seacoin. Where's Seacoin here? Here. So I hope you picked up on that, right? Seacoin is currently down 95% from its all-time high, which could generate potential gains of 1,992%. So, just to remember, it is Seacoin, it is StoreJ, it is Filecoin, and it is Arweave. I really believe that this is something we have to pay attention to. The next is a little bit of piece of news, but also goes to show that, and I like to point that out, and I've done that in the past. NFTs is not about naked monkeys dancing and who pays the most for this naked monkey, whatever JPEG file. I actually think that, and that's also when we talked about, today we launched a video about Aave, and Aave with real world assets together with Centrifuge. And here we can see another proof of this is that Binance is jumping into the NFT ticketing, right? I have actually even used that example many times. Now, they're saying based on the chaos that was caused by the UEFA Champions League 2022. I mean, I wasn't there. I actually didn't even watch that game. But anyway, apparently there was some chaos. But so Binance, they've launched the pilot of its non-fungible token ticketing solution with football club Sportiva Lazio for the 2022 and 2023 season. So apart from access to events, the NFT tickets will also serve other purposes such as store and match discounts, token giveaways, and other experiences with SS Lazio. NFT tickets will be available for all whatever home matches. Now, this is something that Binance is entering. This is for me new. Now, if there's a token that I really think is the ultimate market leader when it comes to NFT ticketing, actually using the utility of an NFT for sport events and sport clubs, then it is what's it called? Chiliz. I really believe that Chiliz is is a true market leader. Now, I think that Chile's is still. Wait, let's just look at it so you can see down here. That was an all-time high of around 80 cents in 2021, and it is currently trading. What do we have here? Down 86% from its all-time high, right? So now, I still believe that there may be room to go further down, and that is also why that at the moment I am talking more about the DeFi coins. I believe that, you see, also when we saw the market going down, it was actually first the market leaders of DeFi that went down first, like Compound, Aave, Curve. And I'm talking about them a lot, but I didn't talk about them a lot in the past because at that time, it was not that the time was not right. And I also don't think that the time is completely right now to enter into the infrastructure providers. I mean, I do think that we're going to go a little bit further down, and that will be the right time to pick them up. And even if once we're really going to see a turnaround, then it will anyway be the bigger DeFi base layer, like, you know, the blockchain base layers, the DeFi protocols that will take off first. And then the automated market makers and the oracles. And then we will see basically the infrastructure. So that is the cryptocurrency news. And then let me just point out, I don't know what, a little bit of geopolitical news. I mean, look at this. In Iraq, I know that, you know, who cares about Iraq, right? But this is just a little bit of an example where we're also seeing demonstration taking place. And we all know that our good friends in the US, they like to spread a lot of democracy and freedom of speech and all them goodies. But after they kind of went into Iraq and you know, basically left it, they took all, you know, they rebuilt it. Now they have rebuilt their pockets, but we can see that the people there are not very happy. And why am I pointing it out? It seems to be that there are two main fractions there. One which is pro, let's say, Iran, and one that is, you know, a little bit against Iran and maybe even a little bit more backed from the West. So again, we are seeing this proxy thing. I don't want to point that out too much there, but I just wanted to say things are going on there, which leads me to, don't underestimate what's still going on in the world. And you should follow this tracker here. Let's look. We got this protest tracker, right? Global protest tracker, and it actually displays where we are seeing protests around the world. And there's a lot going on, actually more than one would love. And there are some problems also with it's not Sri Lanka. There's some other. No, I forgot the name. There's another, you know, country down there. Oh, I forgot about it. I'll let you know tomorrow. But look at this here. Still in Holland. Still in Holland. It is going on. The Dutch farmers are not giving up. They're really not giving up. I mean, this is going on now for quite a while, right? And not only in Holland, also in Italy. And mainstream media is not really talking a lot about this. So these are things that you can see here. The Dutch farmers, they're not joking. I mean, they're putting a lot of dirt on the highway. Just little things that do play a role. And what also plays a role is, obviously, we had, I don't know if you know, but the United States, you know, Pelosi, she's planning to go and visit Taiwan, and China is not very much agreeing to that. In fact, China came out and said that warned of strong measures if Nancy Pelosi would go through with her potential visit to the self-ruled Taiwan. Why does this have widespread consequences? Well, because what we've seen in Ukraine, that Russia went in, they're not happy with Western interference, and if that happens, then, you know, they attack, and it could be that China could go similar way. So this is something that we need to keep an eye on. Now, the US, they have not confirmed it. Don't know, but another little thing that should cause, let's say, at least should keep our attention, that we keep looking at it. The next thing is, Ukraine, Russia. Now, there's been a lot of, and I actually don't care if this jolly joker here, he makes pictures for Vogue, right? It's Zelensky. So the Ukrainian president and his wife, they've been doing some Vogue pictures. I believe, and fuck the pictures, I believe that this will be the beginning of Western media trying to find a reason to attack Zelensky. I mean, he's gone. That's what I think. He's gone. He's over. He's out. And you will see, that's from my point of view, that the West will now, even the Western media that has really, supported him, they will start attacking him and pointing out all the bad things that he has done. In fact, they call him he has been, ever since the war broke out, he has met with comedians, Ben Stiller yesterday, and, everywhere around the world, but mainly always only in front of the camera. And he has also been, the way that I see it, is that he has fulfilled his purpose. He has signed, agreements to not only that he has gotten weapons and whatever you want to call it, support, aid, lots of help, but in worth of more than almost 100 billion. And who has to pay that? No, he's not going to pay it. Someday the Ukrainians, they will have to pay it back. So they need him, I don't think that he's going to go down as much longer as being such a war hero. And I think they're going to use this Vogue shooting for that. But we wish him only well, all the best. That's what we wish him. And that's about it. Nothing more really to say here. Yeah. Russia and Europe, obviously still tensions with the Nord Stream pipeline, and Russia keeps saying that they would fulfill their orders, but they haven't received the turbine back from Siemens, and the reason that they don't, as long as they don't have it, they can't, they cannot ship more, send more through the pipelines. A little bit strange, but let's see how that's gonna turn out. One more thing about, I don't know if you guys are too young, some of you will remember that back in 2008, we had the Rose Revolution in Georgia. And there was at that time, the president, he was called Mikhail Saakashvili. And Saakashvili, he had very much a similar path as Zelensky had, So once the kind of like the war broke out with Russia, then he was everywhere, speaking to the United Nations. He was shaking hands with John Kerry, the vice president, even met with Bush and him. They were lovely. They were soul brothers. And also even with Clinton. However, 13 years later, or whatever, 14 years later, Georgia is still not a part of NATO nor the European Union. And Mikhail Saakashvili, he is now in jail in Georgia. So good luck to them. Anyway, guys, that's it from today. That's it. Power to the people, that's for sure. Power to the people. Ukraine burning and do woke. Exactly. I think it's not hilarious. It just really goes to show that the world is things are not really, things are strange. Guys, I hope this was okay. I hope this was there's mention what would have happened if you would have just stepped down a day. Exactly, Galileo Galilei. Imagine what would have happened if you would have stepped down at day one. You are so right. And that's also the way, and my heart goes out to everyone here in Ukraine, because Russia from always wanted to take this part of Ukraine. I mean, that's what they said they were set out to do, and that's what they will do. And basically they have had the Donbas region since 2008, right? It's not like nothing really has changed, except, I mean, I calculated it here the other day. I had some numbers very, very, quickly, that if you take, there's around 39 million Ukrainians left in Ukraine. And if you take them, and it doesn't matter if it's, old people or kids, I mean, if they would have to repay back or, divide the costs of all this war material, that's like between $3,000 and $5,000 per individual in Ukraine. And remember here, the average salary is around $200 per month. So they could be I mean, and but the best thing is, I'm gonna make a video about this, is that they're already talking about rebuilding Ukraine, right? Just like they built Iraq. There's gonna come all these fancy foreign companies, and they're gonna rebuild it and make sure that all the profits go back to repaying the ones that have helped them accomplish absolutely nothing. Anyway, that's just how that goes. Any comments? Yeah, that's actually good. Yeah, traditional stock market. Yeah, that's a good thing. Well, I did mention in the beginning about the traditional stock market. Let's go in because there were some interesting earnings going on, right? Well, what? Yeah, it's traditional stock market. I believe that. Well, it's okay. Let me put it. We are having increase of 75 basis points. We are seeing GDP now, second quarter. We are in an official recession. If you take everything into account, what I have shared here today, I don't think that we are in a very good place globally, financially. Now, having said that, the markets, they can always pull tricks. And we can see here today we have had some strong earnings come out, right? Apple, Amazon, and what do I know? But I don't know. If I would have to go and base it purely on the numbers and in which situation we're in, I would say it's very bad. But when you have the possibility to print and expand the money supply, then timing, it's even more difficult to analyze and understand timing when it will go wrong. So we need to just look and keep an eye out, and that's all we can do. David Hunter, you will find the melt-up phase is incoming before we go down. I'll play this play. Yeah. I'll look at it. Thank you so much, Galileo. Thank you. And I thank all of you guys for being here. And remember, the fact that you are here just goes to show that you all are lions and you will become among the 1%. Out of this today's video, take decentralized storage. You see, because fundamentally, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, it is the future of finance. It's the new monetary system, and not only monetary system. So at some point, it will decouple. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I love you so much. Thank you. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Friday is always a better day. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Take care.
When you feel like quitting, remember all of those who said you'd fail. When you feel like giving up, remember why you started. When you feel like quitting, remember what you're doing it all for. When you feel like quitting, remember pain is temporary and greatness lasts forever.
When you feel like quitting, remember that the pain you feel today will be replaced with the strength you need tomorrow. Remember that every ounce of pain you feel is building a stronger you, a stronger body, a stronger mind, and a stronger character. So push through the pain. Don't let it stop you. Force it to grow you.
Don't back down from the pain. Face it. Feel no pain. There is no pain. That painful last rep, that's nothing. Give me more. Push harder.
Too tired, too hard, too busy, too early, too stressed. No excuses. Too tired? No excuses. Too hard? No excuses. Too busy? No excuses. Too early? No excuses. Too stressed? No excuses. When I feel like quitting, I remember there's too many people I need to prove wrong. When I feel like quitting, I remember I have too much to fight for. I will not quit.
Sleep ins, death for grandmas. I'm up, I'm ready to go. Quitting, that's for those who have no heart. I do not quit. Your greatest physique, your greatest health, your greatest strength, it doesn't come with average effort. If you want average results, keep showing up and giving average effort. If you want to be at your best, you will have to give your best effort. Make an oath to yourself that you will not walk out of any training session, any game, anything without giving 110% of your soul. Whatever you think is your limit, push past it. Whatever you think is your max, see if you can get 10% more out. Results don't lie. It all comes down to one simple question. How bad do you want it? And when you feel like quitting, give me 10 more.
Nothing great is going to come if you quit. I know it's hard. I know you are tired. I know it seems impossible, but you must keep going. Stick it out and get your reward.